Let's start the video. Pick 10 using the infinite Dster quadrant circumference system. So let's try 10 numbers or more using the infinite Dster quadrant system. Instead of using a normal standard 5 to 6 number, we use 10 numbers. For example, you can use it for candle. Quick draw, I wouldn't use it because quick draw is too fast. The draw comes out too fast. Or pick 10. Anything that comes out too fast, they probably wouldn't use it. Okay, so here is the numbers that we're going to use for pick 10. We're going to select any state, maybe New York or any other state that holds pick 10. Okay, maybe Ohio or Texas. Now let's get started. Please do donate to my channel. Subscribe. Share my video. Like my video. You can also send the donation via Google Wallet. Please do donate to support my channel. Follow me on Phobe. Email me if you have any question regarding my video or my system. Please do email me for it. Please do use the closed captioning on this video. Remember, nothing is guaranteed and will ever be. I do private prediction via my email. Please email me in the email address highlighted in blue. And if you win, please do send in your winning tickets. Please send them so I can post a video of it. Always remember, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing will ever be, but always trust yourself. And this is the secret infinite Dster when you convert it to letters. Now let's talk about the illustration part 1 to part 8. You can email me for it. I will be glad to send you the ultimate system from part 1 to part 8, the Lotto system illustration. Illustration part 1 is Dster from January to December. Illustration part 2 is the Lotto game matrix. Knowing your game matrix is important. Illustration part 3, infinite Dster phase out system. The less digit there are, the less headache there are, the more chances you are picking the right numbers. And secret code system, illustration part 4, illustration part 5, 2 secret code system. Using 2 secret code is good. Using 1 secret code is good also. Part 6, Dster quadrant system using the X and Y axis. And illustration part 8 is formatting your game matrix. Illustration part 8 is illustration part 7 is formatting your game matrix, and illustration part 8 is the lottery secret formulas. The most important formula of time is lottery matrix law of elimination. It might have repeats, but using the right timing for the law of elimination, it could get you up to 6, 7, or even 8 draws of all those numbers that have repeat in the last 8 draws or 7. That would greatly reduce your lottery matrix for that game. So the law of elimination is important. Then using the law of attraction, repetition, opposite attraction also important. Now let's get, thanks for this viewer for sending me this winning ticket for the Mega Man, and let's get started. So the pick 10 using the infinite Dster quadrant circumference system for 11/19/2018, and we're gonna analyze that 20 number that were drawn out of 80, and you can see 20 number out that were drawn out of 80, meaning there are 25% of the number drawn, and the other 75% are not drawn. So with that high amount of number being drawn, any repeat can occur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 draws. So let's say a number 12 might repeat today, might repeat tomorrow, might repeat the day after, and then the day after, and then the day after that. So because they are greatly 25% of the number being drawn. Now, when you compare to the Mega Man, 5 over 70, that's 5 times 15, or 5 times 14 is 70. So that means for Mega Man on Powerball, there are only 14% of the number being drawn. So when you compare 14 to 25%, it's roughly 11% less. So that's why repeat occur more often in Big Ten than in Mega Man or Powerball, since there are greatly amount of number being drawn at once. Now, using the secret code, analyzing the 20 numbers using my system, the secret code was 75. For the last draw, yesterday's draw for the Big Ten New York, let's look at New York. And first set, 20,477. Using the Dster from January to December, we find the right Dster using the secret code 75. Now 37, 47, and 41 would be your second set. And the third set is 685, 77, and 76 would be your third set. And your last set is 125, 497, and 318. And the blue box is right there. And using the infinite Dster corner quadrant system, this is your Dster to be used. You should have using for your last draw for pick 10. So anybody who got the Dster from January to December, you know which Dster I'm using, and you know where to find the right Dster. And even though I don't like this Dster, this is the right this is the Dster to use, even though I don't like this Dster. Because why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sevens, and I have no choice but to use it. The system shows that this Dster is the right Dster to use, even though I don't like all those 7s in the Dster. Now, the least common digit is 0, and the frequent common digit is 7, and also the other least common digit is 9. 0 and 9, and then every other is in between, and 4 is decently high amount of digit 4s in the Dster. So every digit is in the Dster, and let's look at the hitting point. And adding the circumference to the circle of the Dster. Now it goes from 0 to 360 degrees. Now let's look at the Big Ten corner quadrant system using the secret code 75. Now let's look at quadrant 3 first. Let's look at which numbers occur in quadrant 3 using November 19th drawn number. The first number to the last number. So I'm going to show you all the numbers that occur in each quadrant first, because there are 20 numbers. It's going to be confusing if I put all 20 numbers in one board. Let's break it down and show you the numbers in each quadrant. Now, using the quadrant 3 first, because quadrant 3 has the most number being drawn. $12 would be in quadrant 3. That's first number being drawn. 16 is the next number being drawn. 38 is the next number being drawn, even though it's in quadrant 3. I count it because it's in between quadrants. 45 is in quadrant 3 also, and 54 is also in quadrant 3. So you can see where the numbers are. And the secret code 75 is also in between quadrant 1 and 3. As you can see, every digit is being used in quadrant 3. Every digit is being used. And you can see where the hitting points are. Now, quadrant hitting point for pick 10, that in quadrant 1 and 3, or just 3 alone. 12, 16, 38, 45, 54, and 75. There are 4 numbers in quadrant 3, 12, 16, 45, and 54. And 2 numbers in quadrant 1 and 3 are 38 and 75. Let's look at the hot coordinates. The hot coordinates are A4, C4, and D4. They're being used twice in quadrant 3. So roughly 4 numbers can be picked from just picking numbers in quadrant 3. Not bad. Remember, you need only 10 numbers. So let's say there's 6 numbers being used already, and you pick 4 numbers correctly in quadrant 3 alone, which is 12, 16, 45, and 54. You only need 6 more numbers, and there's 14 more numbers that each draw will draw is 20 numbers. So 20 numbers minus 6 numbers that are used already, you have 14 numbers to pick. How many numbers you need out of 14? You need 6 more numbers. So that's not bad. Now, pick 10 infinite Dster quadrant system using another quadrant. Let's say the next one number we're going to use a quadrant 4. Now let's look at the quadrant 4 number. $31 is in quadrant 4. 63, quadrant 4. 13, quadrant 4. And quadrant hitting point for pick 10 using quadrant 4 are roughly 3 numbers: 31, 63, and 13. There are no in between quadrant number for quadrant 4 with another quadrant. So as you can see, not all digits are being used in this quadrant. The hottest coordinates are G4, which occurred 3 times, and hot coordinates are H4, which occurred 2 times. So G4 was being used in 3 numbers, the digit 3. Okay. And 3 numbers chosen from quadrant 4. Now let's look at the last quadrant, the hitting point for last quadrant. Now, again, remember, it's not that hard. $32 at quadrant 1, 40 quadrant 1, and 70 quadrant 1. So there we have it. The digit 4 is not being used in this quadrant so far. And the quadrant hitting point for the pick 10 in quadrant 1 are also 3 numbers. So 32, 40, and 70. So these numbers are not in between quadrants, and you can see the hot coordinates C1 and 3 numbers chosen from quadrant 1. Now let's look at the result of the pick 10. Using the secret code, there are 12 numbers out of 20 numbers being drawn in the Dster quadrant circumference system. And as you can see, 2 numbers are drawn in between quadrant. And let's say you don't want to pick numbers in between quadrant, you want to pick in quadrant numbers. 12 numbers in the Dster minus the 2 in between quadrant numbers. You have 10 numbers chosen in quadrants. So that means all those numbers you could have picked in quadrant as your winning combination to hit that jackpot. And quadrant 2 has no number being drawn. So there we got it. You might want to focus on only 3 quadrants and stop playing 1 quadrant. So it's not that hard to. So the effect of using 10 numbers in the Dster for a single draw to 20 numbers are extremely good also. So the Dster not only pick a couple numbers, standard 5, 6 numbers, it can go up to 10 to 20 numbers also. So this is effective of the infinite Dster quadrant system. It's very useful, and I don't think there's any other system that could crack the jackpot besides this system. And you follow my 8-step procedure from illustration part 1 to part 8, you have a great chance of hitting that jackpot. And remember, Mega Man and Powerball are neck to neck at the $139 million. If nobody wins, it'll go up to $160 million by tonight's Mega Man. And I think they're gonna do it. They're gonna make Christmas happy. And they're not gonna give it away before Thanksgiving. And 10 numbers could be possibly picked up from the Dster, since we went above and found 12 numbers in the Dster quadrant system. 01, 09, 22, 42, 43, 46, 51, and 60 are not in the quadrant of the Dster. So you can spot check me if I did anything wrong. I'm sure I didn't. So these 8 numbers are not chosen for the quadrant system. And as you can see, these 9 were well down. So we know out of 20 numbers, there should be a digit that's used with the digit 9. And roughly the 9 only appears once in the board. So that means picking 9 would be very, very easy, because you don't have to go around the board and choose any digit with the digit 9, although the 09 is not in the Dster. Donate, share, like, follow me on FOP, and watch, and also subscribe. And thanks for watching the Pick 10 using the infinite Dster quadrant circumference system. And thanks for all those of you who watch my channel, and please subscribe. It's important that you do subscribe.